Yeah, I really
Here comes the B team.
They hard, man.
What's up? Welcome. How you doing, buddy?
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
Y'all work it out.
They hard, man. They hard up in here, man.
Look at that. Where's Marshall at? I hear him, man. How come y'all get to come before they do? 60 days.
Okay. Hey, yeah, I got you. I got a. Hey, dudes. Oh yeah, that's it.
Hey, that's Marshall. It's all you, baby.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, they can quietly get their chairs straight. Because we're on the clock right now. We have an exit hour. We got to get out.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
How you doing, buddy?
My name is Marshall. I'm a person in long-term recovery.
Sit down, boys.
Man, the girls got it going on today. The women, y'all got it.
That's rich.
They do. I like the questions they was asking. You know, a lot of us started using that shit. You know what I'm saying? Man. So that I get over there and find out what's going on. Man, it's unbelievable how they roll this cocaine. How they roll that shit out. And man, that was one of the most powerful substances we ever seen. With Jarvis, if you don't want to be here, feel free to leave. Nobody stay here. If you don't want to be here, feel free to leave. We go, you know. Part of what we want about motives. You know, we always talk about find yourself. You know, do that. For me, is my motives. What? To get off the pod for an hour, my language, don't mess up nobody else's blessing. You can stay there for read, write, or whatever. Do that, man. Be 100. And that's how I got to give it. It might be a handful in here that and neither one of y'all got shit. I learned how. I mean, I got grandkids. Well, find something to do with yourself. My message for coming here and my reasoning for coming here is not to come here to work on me. I get a snapshot every day I come here. Because I know what it is to be. I just hope just one time have a sentence that you can take back with you. Making a bad decision, man, is detriment to us. Man, in the 12-step program, they're talking about we take inventory. We take inventory of ourselves. We look at ourselves. You know, and you know what? Some of us are afraid to look at ourselves. We don't want to look at ourselves. You know why? Because it's too painful. It's too painful. You know, some of us might have been the next tennis player, might have been the next basketball player, or the next football player, or the next drug. What did you do? You know? Let's look. I ain't come here to try to keep you clean. I know that's it. This program, man, that I'm a part of, the program is, oh, man, that shit ain't working. You need to take a look at that. It ain't the program that ain't working. It's you that ain't directed. Look at what you're doing, man. What you bring to it that you're doing. I just asked somebody the other day, man, I'm still kind of fascinated by that. A young man at another facility said he had been locked up 19 times. I'm like, damn. You will ever get it right? You know what I'm saying? That's man. But that's the reality. And now you understand what I'm saying. And hope. That's what we, by the time I turn 40. 72 years old, and John them gonna help me. You run into a crossroads in life. I'm gonna kill somebody, or I'm gonna be killed, or I'm gonna be in the penitentiary for the rest of my life. You know, those are the crossroads we run into when we get out there and get caught up in addiction. You know? Same thing, man. I mean, in 39 years old, man. You know? I mean, all of this stuff, man. Something happened the other week, man. Somebody missed. When I was out there in the street, boy, I had this thing to have to come identify me out there in the street like a dead dog. I didn't want to do that to my mother, you know? And man, I got a son. And my son ain't involved in no street shit, but that don't mean one of them knuckleheads won't pull up on me. You know what I'm saying? And those are my thoughts, man. You know what I'm saying? And I tell him, I drop nuggets on him all the time. You know? There's a whole lot of dudes in the penitentiary in the name of, well, I was just in the car or I was just there. I wasn't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Man, if nothing else, the individual should have known something about the system. He should have known something about yourself. You know? And there's one other thing. Now we come down here and we represent a program. If you need help, help is available. It's available. And I love, and I'm closely connected with the help that you can get. Man, it ain't nothing like it. Y'all have heard this before too. Like I said earlier, people out there dying, but man, there's still some people out there living their best life. You know, living their best life. You know? And a lot of it is just based on the decisions they have made. Time. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm constantly running to people, and they was like, Marsh, I couldn't believe that, man. 6.5 years. They thought I had lost here, so that y'all can have that as a resource. You know? To reach out to. Hey, John. What I was intending to talk about, boy, y'all got me riled up, man. You know what I'm saying? Man. You know, I was like, man, okay, head golf. Yes, I am.
You got to get him to take you golfing one day, and he will. I know his wife's watching, Brenda. We appreciate you letting him come out here. I want to make a few corrections. You know, I am John Shenholz. I am the co-founder, me and my wife, of the McShen Foundation. But my time at McShen is coming to an end as far as being an employee there. So you're going to have to start making some corrections on how you introduce me. I think I'm a couple months away from being free, you know, every other Tuesday with Marshall. Speaking of coming out here, I'm telling you guys and ladies, you in here like this and do this meeting, because to this day, I bet you can count on both hands that message of hope from the disease of addiction and it's the speakers we bring in here that they talk about that new way. Case in point, you know, me and Henry and AJ, we've been palling around a lot lately, and we do carloads of folks. We go out to speakers, and I mean, we hang together. It's the new herd, you know what I mean? You know, I used to talk a lot about getting in the herd. If you run with the same people, places, and things, you're probably gonna get the same people, places, and things. I got experience with that. I got clean. I was still in the Marine Corps, and I still had to be around my Marines that were still using drugs and drinking, so I couldn't get away but so far. But I did learn how to chase my recovery under all situations. Always fun in the beginning, but now, hell, I know it's hard to believe it. You know, I think we like to do it. we like to do. But the truth is, in return, things happen. Okay. I want to share one story about my, like, for the last 41 plus years. And that's a clap, right, Marshall? That's a clap. I'm a 23-year-old infantry man in the Marine Corps. It's very stressful being in the Marine Corps, a deployed unit, forward unit. You know, never saw combat though, but the training is intense. So here I am, 23 years old. I'm not very happy. I have one last Sunday off before we deploy, and my sponsor called in your last Sunday, and I'm only like 5 months clean at the time. I'm not really feeling the love and get in recovery. I'm just doing it to stay out of the brig. He said, I want you to help this old lady in AA move her apartment on Sunday morning at 7 o'clock. And I'm thinking, what the heck are you talking about, man? Why would I want to get up on a Sunday morning, my last Sunday before we ship out, and help some old lady in AA? I wasn't used to being a helpful person doing nice things for people. So I started complaining. You want what we got, do what we do, you'll get what we get, and service work is part of that. And he said, not only will you be there at 7 o'clock, but you're going to bring a couple buddies with you because she's got a lot of stuff to move. So I begrudgingly did it because my sponsor suggested. See, one hit here is you're going to have to do things you don't want to do, but they're going to be good suggestions and you're going to want to do them. So here I am, begrudgingly getting up early, walking from the barracks out to the community to meet these people to move this old lady. Now, 3 significant things happened. One, when we got there, she had breakfast waiting on us. She had homemade biscuits and gravy, and to this day, that's the best biscuits I've ever eaten in my life. So I didn't see that coming. And we got done pretty quick. It only took like 4 hours, right? She gave each of us $20. I didn't see that coming. $20 in 1982 is a lot of money, you know, for an E3. But now here's another hit. That old lady sponsored young ladies that were there helping. Oh, yeah, I got one of them. I didn't see that coming either. So the hit is this. You know, and ever since then, I've always jumped up. Anytime somebody asks me to do something, I'm all in. And that's been the story for nothing in return, service-related, benefits and blessings for 41 years. It's a no-brainer to me, okay? Yeah, this is on our schedule every Tuesday. We're here one Tuesday, West at the other Tuesday. I'm at my home group every Sunday. I do a group every Wednesday, and I usually hit a meeting in between. It's just I've got in the habit, lose that desire to use, find a new way to live. I'm in the habit of living in that new way to live. And that's kept me away from that desire to use and off of drugs. So that's just a hit for the night. Now, our speech, I get them two mixed up. I've always known these got to tag people like Henry. I call him Batman Henry, you know, and AJ's got his own name. But Rich and Glen came to me a couple years ago, and I love these two guys. I always like being around them, talking to them. You can just be yourself like one of your best friends. You know, you have those type of conversations. But what I discovered about these, they're in recovery together, relapse together, healing place together, jail together. I ain't going to get into some other. They came to McShin together, homeless, off the streets or out of the healing place. I don't know how y'all found this. They just showed up one day. But they took to recovery to the McShin model like a duck to water. You know, they went into sober living together. They showed up every day at the recovery center. They unconditionally volunteered to do anything we asked of them. And that's all they seem to live to serve McShin, I believe. I don't know what it is about you two guys, man. But they got 2 years clean now. Is that correct? They've been around. They probably the most time they've ever had, I don't know, but they're doing fabulous. And I had a out-of-town speaker lined up to come down from Connecticut tonight. He didn't get the plane straight, so he ain't here. So I'm standing over there at the recovery house looking at these two guys. I said, man, light bulb goes off. You'd be perfect. So Rich said, yeah, I've never spoke before, but I said, you do not have to worry about this crowd tonight. This is a hospitable crowd. They love anybody we bring up in here, and I promise you they ain't going to judge you, okay? And so let's just give a warm welcome for Rich. And proud of you.
What's happening, guys? My name's Rich.
Hey, Rich.
As John said, I've got about 2 years of time.
You all right?
My brother
You all right?
Glen is right over there.
No, you good.
I couldn't believe tonight when John got me to come out here. I couldn't believe I'm volunteered to come to jail. But he got me out here, and I figured I'd just kind of tell my story. I am a heroin addict. I have been for almost 20 years. I was able to be a functional addict, if there is such a thing. People had jobs. I made it through for 15 years without anything shitty happening, you know? And then I got divorced, and the shit hit the fan, you know? I was able to go out and do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. I just went downhill. First, I thought I was going to try to save stuff for my family, and I went to a place that doesn't exist anymore, sober living house called the Living House. But I wasn't there for me, you know. I mean, if any of y'all are addicts, which I'm sure plenty of us all are, you know how it goes. If you're not ready to quit, you ain't quitting. It doesn't matter what somebody tells you. You know, if you're here, you're still not going to quit. But somehow I was able to keep going for a couple more years, man. And then right before COVID, at the end of 2019, I caught a dude robbing my house. And I went to beat the shit out of him. Except he came at me with a bat. And literally rearranged my face. And I was all the windows closed. Left me there to die. And December 4th now, I had nothing left. You know, I didn't have a job. I couldn't go. I wound up on the street. I never thought I would. I had too much fun. I wound up there. I was living in a tent. Turnpike, y'all from Richmond, you know what I'm talking about. Right between the parole board and the probation office. Literally in those woods right over there. If y'all know that area of town. Right by the Richmond end and the Reef. And I had to do everything I had to do to make ends meet, man. I mostly panhandled. I ran errands for people. I did whatever needed be. And then COVID hit. I was trying to get off street, didn't have an ID, didn't have anything you needed to get a job and do anything. I couldn't do anything about it. When you're homeless, nobody wants to be homeless. You know, I mean, if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. And it's I had no ID, I had nothing. You know, I mean, I went to a freaking tent that somebody had given me because I put a sign out on the side of the road that said I need a tent. It was embarrassing as hell. But I did it, you know, I had to do what I had to do to survive, you know. And my brother and I, we uh, we we got together out there. We found that if we worked together as a team, we could do a whole lot better than one person. You know, I mean, we're man. There's days that during COVID when people were getting their extra money, man, that we could do making plenty of money. But $150 a day habit. You know what I mean? Well, we wound up in a program called Homewood over at the Days Inn over there. That lasted about a month until I got into it with one of the guys behind the counter. He put us back out on the street. We looked at each other and said, we're gonna, and we got, this isn't me, this isn't him, and put our heads together between figuring out how to camel medicate, and we were able to stay at a hotel for the next 6 months, and start to get our shit together. And then, as soon as we got every program in Richmond shrank, you know, if it only had and so it took forever. And then, a program was outside called Black, and they actually about a year. And I was doing okay. I was putting and come back, and there were these ladies, you know. But eventually they said, you got to go to an inpatient. I went to the daylight for 2021. And that 45 days at daylight turned into 90 days. And 90 days, and ended up going through a whole program and then graduated. I was one of the first people that they ever gave a certificate to. Graduated from schools, everything else, and I wasn't any more proud than the certificate I got for graduating, saying I'd been clean for almost 6 months at this point, right? They let us stay there for another 6 months. We did a lot of maintenance work, whatever. And then they ended up just saying, hey, you guys got to find somewhere else. And John's program that he's got over in the West End. And they helped us out a ton. They took us in. We still didn't know what we wanted to do, but we had to pay our rent. And, you know, I mean, it's not free after a little while. They give you a scholarship when you first get there a lot of times. But I hadn't been motivated to do anything for years, you know, and I got out and started to work, and I realized I still could, you know. And then I realized I really enjoyed working around people that were new to sobriety, you know, because I know that I'm going to go back out and use if I can't keep my mind fresh and remember how bad it can be, you know. When I've tried to get sober before, I've always been able to put a couple months here, a couple months there together. But eventually, I learned how to cope in my own way with being an addict, and that was working with people that were clean for the first time, and God only knows how long. And I wound up getting the first thing I got was called a peer coach certificate, right? They give that stuff for free there. And the next thing I got was what's called a peer recovery specialist. And it's a PRS. It's recognized by the state of Virginia, and it allows you to go out and work with other people. And man, it's been the most amazing thing ever, because along with that, I've gone out and been able to work regular jobs for the first time in forever. I've been able to, man, I've got almost 2 years clean time. On November 26, 2023, I'll have 2 years clean. And thank you. And I really, really think that it's the McShin Foundation that allowed us to do this, you know? I mean, it's open to people like you, people like me. Any of y'all can come up there when this is over, and if you need help, ask. That's also one of the hardest things that any of y'all will find is we have pride, man, and pride got in my way when I had my help. I'll hide this shit so nobody knows. You know, I was good at, I wasn't like my brother. When my brother gets high over there, he's going to hate me for saying this, but he clucks like a chicken. Y'all have all seen that guy on fentanyl who's making the weird noises and going around. That's my brother over there. But I was able to hide it, man. I had jobs and everything else forever that allowed me to work. And because of my pride, it just made everything so much. It was my ego getting in the way. And what I had to do is put my ego aside and ask for help. You know? And when you ask for help for the first time, it's hard, man, but any of us can do it. You know, you just have to be willing to ask. I don't know how long I'm supposed to stay up here and keep talking, but it's if I can do this shit, any of y'all can do this. You know what I mean? It's even if you don't go to McShin Foundation when you come out, if you need help, there's tons of other foundations around Richmond, and that's kind of what a lot of us do. Is we help each other. You know, the 12th step in recovery is to help those still sick and suffering. And that's what I want to do for the rest of my life is help other people that need help, you know. Just be able to give people who want the help a step up, you know. And that's sometimes the hardest thing is to ask for that help, but really it's a lot easier to ask for help from the guy who knows what it's like to be down and out, you know, to be locked up, to be on the street. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
And you can go way up. That's the simple message. You know, me and Marshall, you know, I know we come up in here, and I don't know if we and Glen, they just went through the hardest 2 years of their recovery. They don't realize it, but they're almost in that recovery. Got you here, you're going to probably be good. You know, Marshall, we met under some extenuating circumstances decades ago. And somewhere yourself for what the pathway may look like, but understand there's a whole lot of recovering people out there that'll be happy to help you through the pathway process. You know, Hope Shot, some of y'all took that 72-hour pathway to recover. You just witnessed a pathway to recovery that ain't necessarily a 12 step or one of the other pathways. Peer support specialist, that is a rightful.
Okay, I just want, what's his name?
Speaking of Mike, it's
What's
Rich.
Rich, you done a wonderful job speaking. Thank you. I just wanted to let you know that.
Now, Rich, no relationships, all right? Not yet. Let her get out first, okay?
What are your fears? Oh, okay. I see. What are your fears?
That's a great question. Rich has fears. Yeah, it's on.
My biggest fear is honestly me. You know, I am my own worst enemy. You know, I get out there and I start ripping and running. I start remembering how much fun I thought I was having. You know.
Flying a kite on the street corner was fun. Homeless shelter was fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's where it winds up. You know, I mean that's 100% where it winds up. That's why I have to keep it fresh in my head. Because if I don't keep it fresh, I remember the stupid shit and not the real shit.
Right.
You know, I mean
That's a good hit.
yeah. I mean the stuff that got me in trouble was the stuff that I am my own worst enemy. My fault.
You know, Rich, he just touched on the fun, right?
Yeah.
And I want to just bring it back to your attention. Drug use, alcohol use, no matter how much fun you think it is, you ain't going to get but so high. But that recovery high is endless. And that's the one you want. You got a question, young lady? Uh-oh. I think, Rich, you might be on to something here.
Hi,
Speak up.
it's Rich, correct? I want to commend you on the courage to be able to start over from the bottom, literally from nowhere, and to be able to recognize what it is that needs to be done in order for you to be where you are today. And I want to commend you for the courage that you have to stand up there and be able to tell the story that you have. So I just wanted to tell you thank you.
Star is born. Give it up for Rich. Woo! Somebody else had a question. You popular amongst the ladies, Rich. He must be good looking. Is he good looking?
And I leave on Sunday. Can I be the first he helped me? I want him to help me out.
Yeah. You know, Glen's over there getting the resentment. He getting mad right now, man. Y'all might be sleeping in different rooms tonight. Now I know more. Any other thoughts, ladies, gentlemen?
Hey, John, I just want to say this. What Rick did tonight, I guess over half of you that's in here right now probably would be in his shoes. I ain't getting up there talking to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we see that a lot. You know, these different personalities. The personality change once you come in here. When you out there on the street, I mean, you like a wild man or a wild woman just trying to get the next hit. You come in here and you don't want to address it. You don't want to talk about it, you know? And look, this is his first time speaking. I think he did a magnificent job as well. Because I know.
Well, he was able to give a hope shot we can't give.
Yeah.
He's fresh, man.
Yeah.
He's 2 years
Yeah.
into it. He's going strong. I would guess half of y'all are at your bottom right now, and his journey is going to be what yours is going to look like if you chase your recovery. And he's witness right there. Chasing your recovery ain't bad. Yeah. I mean that's a good look for 2 years clean. I think, man. You got an ID card? Oh, miracle, man!
Hey, he had to have something to get in here.
Right? Yeah.
You know.
That's right. I seen it.
Yeah.
You got driver's license? Text me when you're on the road so I can get off the road, man.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
I mean, this is real. You know, that's why the speaker. We got lots of diversity, lots of clean time. You know, that's why, man. It does take a village, believe it or not. So we might have had the best speaker in the world. It wouldn't nearly have reached you like Rich reached you. So that's the magic of recovery. Anybody else? We still got 10 minutes. Oh, it's the ladies again. He don't want to talk. He's too shy. They want to hear from the brother from another mother. He's super shy. He can wave his hat though. He's good one-on-one at the smoke shack though. He will talk to you at the smoke shack. Yeah. He works it like a debonair dude, man. You should see these guys we do a lot of cookouts, right? A lot of hamburgers and hot dog days. I mean, you should see these guys, man. They work they service junkies. They love doing service. Yes, sir. Hold on a minute. It's for the people on Facebook, man. This is a new peer support specialist, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rick, my name's Derek, and I just want to ask you, man, I appreciate you coming and sharing, and I appreciate you being clean for 2 years. I commend you, but I just want to ask you, what else you looking for in your recovery?
While he's thinking, he ain't got 2 years yet.
And even when I thought I had it a career where I was getting a salary job, almost making six figures, and a really cool freaking job, and I blew it all for dope, I mean, I just want stability, I don't have to make that kind of money, but I want to come home at night and not worry if I can pay the phone bill tomorrow, I want to come home at night and talk to my city. I'm about to buy a motorcycle, you know what I'm saying? And it's the fact that I'm going to have transportation and have a license to ride it, not worry about if I get pulled over or anything. It's awesome.
That's a hit.
It's the stability and peace in my life that I really don't think I've ever had, I mean, my family was growing up.
We got it.
Growing up, I came from a good family, but at the same time, my dad was an asshole that wasn't afraid to get heavy-handed, it was just, I was left on my own a lot, but it's, I've never really had peace and stability, really like I've had in the last 9 months, I mean, and I wouldn't have it if I didn't have sobriety, I mean, I keep going back to that, but it's really true, I mean, I don't have it. I was trying to think back to last time I had 2 years of clean time. And I've never really been a drinker, but like in high school, that's what you did. Before you smoked weed and you drank beers, I remember getting the quarts of Bush, but I had some health issues that came from using drugs. I ended up, never been a real drinker, but I wound up with cirrhosis from using needles. And it's, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my life and not let shit like that bother me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good hit. Good hit.
Yeah.
He's there.
He's there.
Look at that. Yeah, I was saying 2 years is next month. We don't like to front no time in recovery, man. But I feel like you'll make it. You keep doing what you're doing.
And Rick hit on something, man. Y'all have heard John say before, the high that you get from staying clean versus the high that you get from drugs. And this is what he touched on when he said that peace of mind, you know, and that's what all of us, me, John, everybody else, that's what all of us chase. We chase that peace of mind. And after we get it, we want to keep it. That's why he's been here 41 years, you know. So you know that's a goal of most of us. You know, I saw people in my addiction that I can't wait to get there. You know,
Peace of mind. I'll be gone the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
You gotta get speakers. I'm gonna be in the Mediterranean, but somebody's got to do these cruises for their wife. So I'm taking one for the team. You understand? Jail East. You know, it's a tough one, but I'm gonna work through it because I got peace of mind. They talk about in recovery. Y'all think I'm bullshit, man. See, I know my wife don't watch these. Man.
yeah.
And Brenda, don't you call her? Say again. My wife? I'm John. Oh, no, nah. All right, that's good. That's
he's
good. Well, I'm glad y'all are alive and breathing good air tonight. You know what I mean? JLE's doing something right over here. The RISE program doing something right.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are motivated, you're chippery. This is a good hit.
Yeah. Give yourselves a hit.
Don't look so happy, boy. Triple dipper right there. So, if we're good, we're going to call tonight. All right? Thank you.
Thank y'all.
All right.